Hi, it's Adam back from the Rubik's Cube, and in this video I'm going to be doing a tutorial on my own method of the Megaminx. So I mentioned in the cubes that I can solve without a tutorial video that I can solve a Megaminx with my own method without a tutorial. So a few of you asked me to make a tutorial for the Megaminx, so I decided that I'll do that. Originally I wasn't going to do this because, I don't know, it takes me a long time, it's a lot of trial and error stuff. Don't expect to learn anything from this, really. I would just kind of like, if I were you, take away, I don't know, the methods that I use, not so much like algorithms or stuff like that. So just be aware that this won't be a good tutorial. It's meant just to show you how I solve it. So here I have my Diamond Megaminx, and we're going to scramble it up. Alright, there we go, all scrambled. So the first step is to create a star like this. So I usually start on white, but I just want to let you guys know before we start that this color and this color look the same for me. I'm colorblind, so I have a lot of difficulty with those two, distinguishing them. So don't get frustrated if I have troubles with those throughout the walkthrough solve, but I'll try my best to avoid that. Anyway, building the star is easy. You're just going to put pieces down. For example, I see this white piece here. I want to match it with this color. It's already matched, and I can put it down like that. Then this one is matched. I can put it down there. This one's matched over here, like that. So it's just like building a normal cross. So for example, those were really easy cases, but here we have a piece that needs to go over here. So I'll show you an example of a harder case in the star. So we have to undisturb this, but move this over here. So what we're going to do is take that up and put that back down. So this is out. So now that this is out, I can move it like this, right on top of its piece right here. Now I can see it's flipped. So like you would do on a 3x3, you would go like this, this, that. There we go. So let me just make sure I got the right colors here. Yep, okay, I'm pretty sure I have the right colors. So that is the white star. So the next thing we're going to do is F2L. So if you guys know F2L, that would be very, very useful for this. It's not completely necessary for my method, but it's very useful. So I would know F2L if you're trying to solve it this way. But the next thing we're going to do is solve F2L. So right here, these pairs are what we want to fill in. So basically, between these two centers and this corner. And once that's done, we'll have like kind of two layers. It looks like two layers, kind of. So see, here I see my first pair, and we're just going to do normal F2L. So there's no real tutorial part for this. There, I paired them up like here. I paired them up like that, and then I just inserted them. And that is how you do one of the F2L pairs. I'm not going to walk through how to do the F2L pairs. You should know how to do F2L. But I will say that you have to do F2L, so I'm just going to continue on with that. Alright, so as you can see here, I finished up all these F2L pairs. What I did took a lot of guessing and checking, but you can basically tell that it's a basic idea of F2L. So now what we have to do is we have to solve these three pieces here on all of the remaining sides except for the top. So I call this step the cradle. I guess it kind of looks like a cradle. I don't know why I call it that. But these three pieces here. And then after we do that, we're going to do F2L, and then we just have the top layer left. So the way we do this is we first pair up, kind of like F2L. Well, actually, the first step is to put one of the pieces down here, one of these edge pieces. And then we kind of pair it up like F2L and put the last two edges in. So I can see here that if I want to solve pink, I have this piece here, and that piece goes down here, like that. And that is one of my cradle pieces. So first I solve one of my edge cradle pieces, so that's good. Then we find those two remaining pieces. So I need pink and red, and pink, red, and blue. Here's pink and red. And here's pink, red, and blue. So I'm going to bring these two both up to the top layer. And then I'm going to pair them like an F12 pair. So here they are. And I paired them up. Oh, that's not right. There we go. I paired them up like an F2O pair. Now I'm going to move them aside so that they're not in the way of this layer. And then what I can do is, I'm inserting the piece this way through this side, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it to that side. So it's like this. Now I can treat it like a normal F2O pair and open the slot, insert the slot, put down the slot. And then I just do an extra move to undo the setup, and there we go. These three pieces are solved. So I explained that poorly. I'll explain it again. Basically, instead of doing one F turn and inserting in, you're doing two F turns. And that's the only difference between inserting an F12 pair and inserting a cradle pair. So now I'm going to do this for all the sides, and I'll walk through one more and then just do the rest off camera. So let's do this blue, since that's easy to find. So we need blue and green, so here's a blue and green. So I'm going to match that up like with this and put that down there. So that's one of our cradle edge pairs. Now we need purple and blue right here. And green, purple, blue right here. So I'm going to bring this piece up. Remember, this is solved already, so we don't want to disturb that. And then we have these two right here. And now I can see that I'm going to insert the pair this way. So my bottom color has to be this dark green. Because dark green is the only piece that these two don't share in common. It says dark green, this one doesn't. This one has blue and purple, this one has blue and purple. So that's how I know I want dark green to be at the front of my pair. So I'm going to pair them up now. Just like that. Then I'm going to move them aside, open the slot. I'm going to do a 2F instead of a normal F, or in this case an F prime. Put the pair in, and then undo the setup. So that we have this. So there's the next cradle piece. And now I'm going to do this for the next three sides. Alright, so as you can see here, I have all of my cradles done. So all we have to do now is put in these F12 pairs, and then we're left with our last layer. So I'll do an example of one of these. So I need a yellow, pink, and red corner piece. Here it is. And then I want a pink and yellow edge piece. So here's that one. So I'm going to just do normal F2L here. And put that pair in. So that's all I'm doing. So I'm going to finish that up right now. Quick tip for this F2L step. So one thing you can do is look at your top color and say, okay, my top color is gray, and then I'm going to look for all the pieces that are not gray. So this one doesn't have gray in it, and what's the other piece that doesn't have gray in it? This one. So I know that these two have to go here, because that's my last F2L pair. So that's a quick trick to find edges or corners that need to go in to these F2L pairs very quickly. So here, I'm going to finish up this last pair, just like that. And then you can see everything is solved but this last layer. So this is where the guessing and checking comes in for my method. So first step is to get a top star, kind of like a top cross. So I'm just going to use that algorithm F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. So I don't know exactly how many pieces of cycles. I don't know. I never took the time to actually calculate what pieces cycle where. So I just do it over and over again until I get the top star. So this is kind of a line, so I'll put it horizontally, do F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. I got the same case, let me do it again. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Same case again, let me do it again. So I can see that it's not doing anything to it, so let me hold it like this. It's a bunch of guessing and checking at this point. I know the algorithms, I don't take the time to actually learn what they do. So I'm just going to speed up this process of guessing and checking until I finally get the top cross. There we are. We have the top star. So the next thing, just like on a 3x3, is to match these edges, permutate these edges. So I actually do know what this algorithm does. All I'm going to do is replace the U's with U2's, because on a 3x3, you do 1, 2, 3, 4 moves to get back to normal, but on a Megaminx, this is green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is get back to normal. So I decided to replace U's with U2's, and the algorithms worked again. So that's how I figured that out. And so in this algorithm, I'm just going to replace the U's with U2's, and I actually know what the algorithm does. It cycles 3 edges in the back. But I'm pretty sure either these 3 edges or these 3 edges, but we'll see. It's, again, some guessing and checking involved. So I'm going to find adjacent or cross edges. Here are across. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm going to stick with these across for now. So I'm going to put one on the right, one on the left, and do R, U to R prime, U. I'm only going to do a U there. R, U to R prime. So that's the algorithm. And if we line everything up, we have the same case again. So this time, let's take a look at these edges and see if they cycle anywhere. So pink, green, blue. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so if we do that algorithm, then a U2 at the end, it cycles these 3 pieces here. So let me review that algorithm again. R, U2, R prime U, R, U2, R prime U2. And that cycles 1, 2, 3 edges, like that. So you can see that a lot of these, as I said, are guessing and checking, seeing what pieces move around. That's how you figure out how to solve a puzzle to begin with. So again, using this method, guessing and checking, we're going to do the last corners. So orientation, just like on a 3x3, let's see if anything's oriented. Nope, nothing's oriented. So let's just from anywhere, let's do this algorithm. We're going to do the U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L algorithm, except with U2's instead of U's. Okay, let's take a look, see if that did anything. Nope, let's do it again. Let's look again. These 2 are now solved. So, from what I understand, this cycles 3 corners. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold it like this and keep in mind that these 2 are solved. So let's see what the cube does after we hold it like this. Okay, if we take a look, these two are still solved. So what does that mean? That means it cycles these three. So what we just learned is that if we do that algorithm U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L with U2s instead of U's, it cycles these three corners. So with that in mind, once you have two solved or one solved, you put them right here and here so that they won't get affected when you do the algorithm. So let's keep doing the algorithm and cycling these three until they're solved. Okay, there we go. Now they're all in the correct places, and then this last step is just like a 3x3. We're going to hold it like this. We're going to just turn it sideways like this so that the last layer is on the left. And then just do R prime, D prime, R, D. You could just do it like this too, but it's much easier to look at it if you hold it like this. So that was the algorithm. And then we're going to do that one more time. And then you can see it oriented it, just like on a 3x3. Just like that. And we're just moving this layer right here. We're not turning the whole cube. Okay, last one here. There we go. That is how I solve a Megaminx. So I don't know if this method exists already and I just reinvented it. Obviously, it's not very efficient from what I just explained. So, and again, there's a lot of guessing and checking and stuff. But I learned some stuff doing this tutorial too because I actually made a conscious effort to look what some of those algorithms did to cycle pieces. Usually I just keep doing it over and over again until I get something that works. But, yep. That is how I solve a Megaminx. I hope this helped people. I doubt it did, but if it did, great. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.